Welcome, viewers. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of the United States Abraham Lincoln Memorial pennies, a true hidden gem in numismatics from its rich historical background to its iconic design and rising market value. If you're passionate about rare pennies coin history and uncovering valuable finds, you're in the right place. Let's explore what makes this humble cent a standout collectible. First up, in your pocket change, there may be a forgotten piece of American history, a copper coin from 1981. It's tiny, it's old, and it just might be more valuable than you think. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1981 1-cent coin of the United States of America without a mint mark, in fine condition. How rare is it? How much is it worth today? And could your penny be the one that turns heads at auctions and shocks collectors? Stay tuned. You're about to find out. Intro music and animation. A spinning 1981 penny with glowing value text and dramatic zoom in. Historical background. Let's go back to 1981. Ronald Reagan was on the verge of presidency. MTV hadn't launched yet. And in U.S. mint facilities, over 13 billion 1-cent coins were produced. But here's the twist. 1981 was a final full year for the 95% copper Lincoln cents. That's right. Starting mid-1982, the U.S. changed the composition to copper-plated zinc. So, the 1981 penny marks the end of a long-standing era in American coinage. Show visuals of 1981 Lincoln penny obverse and reverse, minting machines, and old footage of 1980s America. Mint mark mystery. The coin we're focusing on today is the Philadelphia minted 1981 penny, which comes without any mint mark. Most people overlook these. They think no mint mark means common. But remember, even a common coin can have uncommon value when condition and demand collide. Philadelphia produced over 7.49 billion 1-cent coins in 1981, but not all survive in collectible condition. Design and features detailed close-up analysis. Abraham Lincoln facing right. Inscriptions: "In God we trust, liberty, and the year 1981. The Lincoln Memorial." Words: "United States of America, e pluribus unum, 1 cent." This design had already been in use since 1959, but the 1981 coin is one of the last full copper issues before history changed forever. Grading and condition. Why fine matters. Studio microphone. Explain grading system briefly. Poor, good, fine, very fine, XF, AUMS, etc. Our spotlight is on the coin in fine condition, meaning moderate, where clear details, readable date, and inscriptions. It's not mint state, but it's far from junk. Show grading chart and side-by-side comparison. Market value today. Circulated, fine condition, F12, F15 5 cents to 15 cents. Uncirculated, MS60 plus $1 to $5. Red toned MS65 plus examples, $25 to $150 plus. Errors, double dies, off-center, cuts $10 to $5,000 depending on severity. Yes, your fine condition penny may only be worth a few cents, but in bulk, in history, and in certain varieties, this coin becomes a treasure. Rare error varieties discuss high-value varieties. Double die obverse, DDO $25 to $150 plus. Off-center strikes, $15 to $300 plus. Die cracks and cuds, $10 to $200. Broad struck or clip planchet errors, $20 to $800 plus. Show close-up error coin examples sold on eBay and auction sites. One 1981 penny error coin sold for over $1,000. Imagine finding that in your change jar. Why collectors love the 1981 penny. Last year of copper. Affordable entry for beginners. Many varieties to hunt. A piece of history. Whether you're a beginner or veteran collector, the 1981 penny is a must-have. It's not just money, it's history in your hands. How to sell or invest. eBay, Etsy, coin shows, heritage auctions, Facebook coin groups, tips to sell for higher profit, clean background photos, state coin grade honestly, list possible errors clearly, offer bulk deals. Final thoughts and hidden potential. Don't judge a coin by its face value. That tiny 1981 penny, without a mint mark, could be worth more than its weight in copper. Hidden in drawers, jars, or old collections, these coins are more than metal. They are time capsules. And you just might be holding a piece of forgotten wheel. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe for more hidden coin secrets, and comment below. Have you found a 1981 penny recently? Thanks for watching, and may your next coin be the jackpot. Next, hidden in your pocket change might be a coin that's older than your memories, more powerful than its face value, and more valuable than you ever imagined. Today, we uncover the secrets behind the 1982 United States 1-cent coin, no mint mark, deconditioned. Could this ordinary-looking penny actually be a small copper treasure? Let's begin our journey into the heart of numismatic history and see what this little coin is really worth in today's market. The background of the 1982 penny. In 1982, the United States Mint made a historic decision. The price of copper had skyrocketed, making the old 95% copper cents too expensive to produce. So in the middle of the year, they transitioned from copper to zinc, resulting in two types of pennies. The copper penny, 3.11 grams. The zinc penny, 2.5 grams with copper plating. There were 7 varieties of 1982 cents. Small date copper, large date copper, small date zinc, large date zinc, and these came with or without mint marks. Our focus? The no mint mark penny struck in Philadelphia, in D condition, a circulated but decent state. Why no mint mark? Because Philadelphia mint coins didn't carry a mint mark at that time. How to identify your coin? Is your 1982 penny worth a fortune? First, identify which one you have. Weigh it with a precise scale. 3.11 G equals copper, 2.5 G equals zinc. Check the date style, large date or small date. No mint mark means Philadelphia mint. Condition? In D grade, it's circulated, but details are still visible. These steps are crucial before estimating value. Rarity and error varieties. 1982 is one of the most complex and mysterious years in U.S. coin history. While most no mint mark pennies from this year are common, some have rare errors that can send their value soaring. Look out for double die obverse, DDO, doubling in the date, or liberty. Transitional errors, zinc planchets with copper specifications, off-center strikes, broad strikes, and die cracks. These rare versions have sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars at auction. The D condition explained. In D condition, your 1,982 penny shows signs of wear, flattened features, soft details, and circulated appeal. This is not uncirculated, but still desirable to collectors for variety purposes or error spotting. D condition doesn't destroy value. In fact, for rare types or copper compositions, it still retains collectible interest. Market value in 2025. So, what is your 1982 no mint mark penny in D condition worth right now? Current market value, as of July 2025. Standard zinc coin, no errors 1 to 10 cents. Copper large or small date, 15 to 30 cents. Transitional copper error, $250 to $1,000 plus. Double die or rare variety, $75 to $300 plus. Heavily circulated zinc penny, face value only. eBay, Etsy, and auction sites still feature many 1982 varieties selling for surprising prices, especially those with certified errors. Auction highlights. Let's look at real-world auction results for this coin. A 1982 copper small date no mint mark in XF grade sold for $112.50. 1982 transitional error penny sold for $1,495 on heritage auctions. Heavily worn zinc penny sold for 1 cent, just face value. This shows how identifying the right type makes all the difference. Tips for collectors. If you're a collector or seller, here are a few pro tips. Use a digital scale. The difference in weight changes everything. Keep the coin safe in a 2x2 flip or plastic sleeve. Use a magnifier to check for doubling or die marks. Consider grading services for rare finds, PCGS or NGC. Watch the copper market. It affects coin values directly. Final thoughts and what to do now. The 1982 no mint mark penny is more than just a coin. It's a piece of American transition, a numismatic puzzle, and possibly a sleeper treasure. Whether yours is zinc or copper, standard or error, there's always something to learn, discover, and cherish. So check your pocket change, search your jars, and maybe, just maybe, you'll find a penny that pays more than its price. Comment below, what kind of 1982 penny do you have? Don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more rare coin value updates next. Could this old penny in your pocket be worth more than face value? What if I told you a 1988 United States 1-cent coin without a mint mark and in D condition might be far more valuable than you think? Today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1988 Lincoln cent, a small copper-plated treasure with big potential. Whether you're a coin collector or just curious, this is a video you don't want to miss. Cut to high-resolution close-up of the coin front and back. Brain, let's unlock the mystery behind its history, rare errors, and its actual value in today's market, measured in real dollars. History of the 1988 1-cent coin. The 1988 1-cent coin is part of the long-running Lincoln Memorial series, which started in 1959 and ended in 2008. Abraham Lincoln's bust still graces a front, while the reverse features the iconic Lincoln Memorial Building. Minted primarily in Philadelphia and Denver, the 1988 coin without a mint mark was struck in Philadelphia. If your coin has no letter under the date, it's a Philly mint. Test tube. These coins are made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, weighing just 2.5 grams. What is decondition? In numismatics, decondition typically refers to damaged or heavily circulated coins, ones that have scratches, discoloration, or wear. These coins don't fetch high values unless they have something special, like a rare error. Light bulb, but don't give up just yet. Even in D condition, 1988 pennies can have surprises. Error coins and rare varieties. Now here's where things get interesting. The 1988 Lincoln cent has a known rare transitional error called the reverse of 1989. That means the coin has a 1988 obverse, but was mistakenly struck with a reverse design meant for 1,989 coins. These coins are rare and can sell for $50 to over $2,000, depending on condition. So, how can you tell? Look for the FG initials, Frank Gasparo, on the reverse. If the initials are farther from the Lincoln Memorial than usual, you may have the rare 1988 reverse of 89 variety. Market value of the 1988 penny in D condition. So, what's the actual value of a 1988 1-cent coin with no mint mark in D condition? Heavy dollar sign. If it's a normal circulation coin without errors, its value is around 1 to 2 cents, just face value or slightly above for bulk collectors. However, if you stumble upon the reverse of 1989 error, even in worn D condition, you could earn anywhere from $25 to $100 or more, depending on collector interest. eBay listings show some error coins being listed for hundreds of dollars, even in low grades. How to check your coin. Get a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Examine the FG initials on the back. If they're spaced differently than the usual 1988 coins, you might just have a jackpot. Take clear photos and compare them to known error coin images online, or submit to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Authentication is key to securing real value. Final thoughts and collector tips. Calm and encouraging. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it's a hunt. That 1988 penny lying forgotten in a drawer could turn out to be your lucky find. Even if it's in D condition, always check for rare varieties, errors, and special features. You never know what treasure might be hiding in plain sight. If you found a unique 1988 penny or have questions, drop a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more amazing coin stories. Next, in your pocket. It may look like just another penny, but the 1986 1-cent coin from the United States holds more value than many realize, especially those without a mint mark in D condition. Today, we're diving deep into its history, condition grading, error types, and, most importantly, its value in today's collector market measured in U.S. dollars. The coin's history. The 1986 penny was minted during the Ronald Reagan era, at a time when U.S. coinage was transitioning into the modern age. It features the classic Lincoln Memorial reverse and the ever-iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. But here's the kicker. Coins with no mint mark were made in Philadelphia, and they can become highly collectible when preserved in decondition. What is decondition? Decondition refers to a circulated coin with noticeable wear but still clear details. It sits around the very good to fine range in coin grading. While not mint state, collectors value deconditioned coins for their affordability and potential for rare traits. Composition and design. The 1986 penny is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, weighing about 2.5 grams. It carries the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse and is part of the series that ran from 1959 to 2008. But what sets some 1986 coins apart are their errors, condition, and rarity of clean, no mint mark specimens. Rare errors you must look for. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Some 1986 pennies have double die obverse DDO, off-center strikes, die cracks or cuds, BI errors, floating roof on the Lincoln Memorial. Even in decondition, these errors can multiply the coin's value dramatically. Market value. How much is it worth today? As of July 2025, a regular 1986 1-cent coin with no mint mark in decondition is worth around 5 cents to 10 cents. Yes, slightly more than face value. But wait, if your coin has any of the rare errors mentioned earlier, it could fetch $10 to even $150, depending on demand, clarity, and rarity. Auction prices, real sales data. Let's talk real numbers. Here are some recent auction prices. A deconditioned 1986 no mint mark penny with a clean off-center strike, $85. A double die error in decondition, sold for $120 on eBay. A plain circulated version without error, usually 5 cents to 10 cents. So don't dismiss your 1986 penny just yet. Where to sell or praise your coin. If you suspect your 1986 penny may be rare or valuable, consider these platforms. eBay for auctions and buy it now listings. Heritage auctions for high-end collector sales. PCGS or NGC for grading services. Coin shows or local coin shops for in-person appraisals. Collector perspective, why this coin matters. Collectors love the 1986 penny because it marks a time of economic strength and numismatic transitions. Even in decondition, these coins help complete sets, especially for era hunters. Final thoughts. Could you be holding treasure? Check your jars, drawers, and old piggy banks. That dull-looking 1986 penny might just be the surprise coin in your collection. No mint mark? Decondition? Look closer. It may just be your gateway into the fascinating world of coin collecting and possibly a few extra dollars in your pocket. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more shocking coin values. This is not just pocket change. This is history in your hands. Next, today, we're diving deep into the 1972 USA Lincoln 1-cent coin without a mint mark in fine condition, a coin that might seem ordinary, but can surprise collectors with its rich history, rare varieties, and surprising market value in today's world. White Heavy check mark will explore the background of this coin, minting details, errors and rare varieties, grading and condition, market value in dollars today, and whether you could be holding a hidden treasure. Designed by Victor David Brenner, introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. 1972 was a significant year in U.S. history. Economic shifts, political movements, and cultural changes. In 1972, over 2.9 billion pennies were minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which does not bear a mint mark. Let's understand how this ordinary penny became part of American heritage. Coin specifications. Material, 95% copper, 5% zinc. Weight, 3.11 grams. Diameter, 19.05 millimeters. Edge, plain. Obverse, Abraham Lincoln. Reverse, Lincoln Memorial. Interesting fact. If you look closely, you can see Lincoln seated inside the memorial on the reverse side, a detail few people notice. No mint mark mystery. The absence of a mint mark means this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Why does that matter? Because Philly struck the majority of pennies in 1972, but the errors, especially the double die obverse, happened here too. Coins without a mint mark are common, but error-free coins versus error coins can differ greatly in value. Rare errors and varieties. White heavy checkmark 1972 double die obverse DDO. The star of 1972 cents. Extremely valuable variety. Strong doubling on liberty. In God we trust, and the date 1972. There are multiple classes of doubling. Class 1 is most valuable. DDO in fine condition can be worth $100 plus. In higher grades, it can fetch $1,000 to $15,000 or more. Other minor varieties and errors. Off-center strikes. BI errors. Die breaks between B and E in liberty. Die cracks, cuds, and struck through debris. Coin grading in fine condition explained. Grading scale. Poor P1 to mint state MS70. Fine F. 12 moderate were on Lincoln's hair and coat. All main details visible but flat in high spots. Reverse still shows the Lincoln Memorial clearly. A fine grade 1972 cent without errors is common, but still collectible due to its copper content and age. Market value today. Value of 1972 no mint mark cent in fine condition, no errors. 1 to 3 cents if sold in bulk. 5 to 20 cents to collectors, especially if clean and presented well. With interesting toning or die state, prices may go higher. Value of 1972 DDO in fine condition, $100 to $300 plus depending on visibility of doubling and overall coin eye appeal. Certified by PCGS or NGC. Prices jump significantly. eBay and auction trends. Live look or data analysis of recent sales on eBay. Slab 1972 DDO coins sold for over $1,000. Raw but visible double dies sold for $50 to $200. Bulk lots of 1972 no mint mark cents often sold between $5 to $10 per roll, 50 coins. Strategy. What to look for if you're hunting on online marketplaces. How to spot valuable 1972 pennies. Use a 10x or 20x loop. Check liberty. In God we trust. And the date for doubling. Look closely at Lincoln's eye and jaw. Sometimes doubling shows there. Learn to spot die cracks, plating bubbles, and off-center strikes. Keep your coins in a dry place. Never clean them with chemicals. Collector tips and conclusion. 1972 no mint mark penny is a great coin for beginner collectors. Look through old jars, coin rolls from the bank, or estate sales. Invest in a quality coin microscope or loop. If you suspect you have a DDO, send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication. Copper value continues to rise. 1972 pennies are 95% copper. The 1972 penny might be in your pocket or drawer right now, but a rare double die version or unique error could change its value dramatically. Whether worth a cent or hundreds of dollars, every coin tells a story, and your 1972 penny might just be the next viral numismatic treasure. Next, today this extraordinary journey into the world of coin collecting, where even a single cent can hold stories, secrets, and surprisingly high value. Today, we spotlight a silent legend, the 1974 United States 1-cent coin without a mint mark in D condition, minted during a time of economic uncertainty. The 1974 penny was born in the midst of inflation, rising copper prices, and speculation about changing U.S. coinage materials. President Nixon had just resigned, oil prices were soaring, and Americans were clinging tightly to every dollar, including every cent. This coin carries not just monetary value, but historic resonance. It's a reflection of the strength, struggle, and stability of 1970s America, engraved forever in copper. What does no mint mark in D condition really mean? The absence of a mint mark signifies that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not mark its coins with a mint letter until later years. Decondition means it shows moderate circulation, wear, but retains clear details on both sides. Let's break it down. Obverse. Lincoln's profile, crisp but worn. Hair detail may be soft. In God we trust, and liberty should still be legible. Reverse. The Lincoln Memorial, visible but with flattening on the steps or columns. Color. Brown to reddish-brown tones are common. Even in decondition, this coin is a powerful example of survival, having passed through the hands of Americans for over 50 years. Minting stats and composition. Let's talk numbers. In 1974, the U.S. Mint produced over 4.2 billion pennies in Philadelphia, but only a few million survive in collectible condition today. 95% copper, 5% zinc. Weight, 3.11 grams. Diameter, 19.05 millimeters. Designer, Victor David Brenner. Copper is the key here. When copper prices fluctuate, so does the melt value of these coins. In fact, the melt value today can exceed the face value, though it's illegal to melt U.S. pennies for their metal content. Rare variants and the 1974 aluminum penny myth. Let's uncover one of the biggest coin legends, the 1974 aluminum penny. The U.S. Mint experimented with aluminum cents to reduce costs, producing around 1.5 million test coins. However, due to opposition from vending machine companies and health professionals, all were recalled and supposedly destroyed. Only one or two 1974 aluminum cents are known to exist, and they are worth over $250,000, if you were ever lucky enough to find one. But here's the twist. Some 1974, the aluminum cents exist too, and those are even rarer. Decondition. How valuable is it? Now we dive deep into the valuation. A 1974 penny without mint mark in decondition, moderate wear, circulated, no major damage, has a collector market value of 10 cents to 25 cents average retail, up to $1 if it has strong eye appeal. Copper melt value, as of today, around 2 cents to 3 cents. This might sound small, but collectors often pay premium prices for attractive circulated coins to complete albums. If you have a roll or box of 1974 pennies, check each carefully. You might find a high-grade or error coin hidden within. Rare errors that boost the value. Here's where things get really exciting. Look out for these valuable error types. Double die obverse, DDO. Misaligned doubling on liberty or the date. Value, $10 to $300 plus. Off-center strike, missing edge, can go from 5% off to 90% off. Value, $10 to $200. BI error, a die break between the letters B and E in liberty. Value, $5 to $25. Clip planchet, a crescent missing due to blanking error. Value, $10 to $50. Collectors love these mistakes because they turn ordinary coins into extraordinary treasures. Price trends over the years. Over the last 20 years, 1974 pennies have experienced slow but steady appreciation. From being considered junk copper in the 1990s, today they are seen as valuable because the copper content is high. They're becoming scarcer in circulation. Interest in pre-1982 pennies is growing. A deconditioned 1974 cent might have been worth just 1 cent in 2000. But today, it could fetch 10x to 25x that in collector groups and online marketplaces. Grading matters, D versus VF versus MS. Understanding the grading scale is essential. D, good/fine visible details but well circulated. Value, 10 to 25 cents. VF, very fine sharper image, clear lines, light wear. Value, $0.50 to $1. EF/XF, extremely fine, almost uncirculated, strong features. Value, $1.50 to $3. MS, mint state uncirculated with original luster. Value, $5 to $45 or more. Collectors pay big for mint state coins, but even deconditioned coins have a growing place in the hobby. Where to sell and what to look out for. Thinking of selling your 1974 no mint mark penny? Here's where to go. eBay auctions, Etsy and coin forums. Local coin shows and dealers. Facebook coin groups. Before selling, do this. Take clear photos front and back. Mention condition, any visible errors. Include weight for authenticity. Avoid cleaning the coin. It reduces value. Let the natural patina stay. Final thoughts. Why this coin still matters. The 1974 1-cent coin is more than just a piece of metal. It's a time capsule, a copper witness to America's history. Its value isn't just in dollars, but in the story it tells. From economic uncertainty to rising collector interest. And in a world of NFTs and crypto, the simple penny still shines, especially when from 1974 and carries decades of heritage. So check your jars, drawers, and piggy banks. You never know. Your ordinary-looking penny might just be a hidden gem. If you're holding a 1974 no-mint mark penny, you're not just holding a coin, you're holding a piece of American history, a potential treasure, and a legacy worth more than a cent next. 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Shocking coin value in today's market. Tension with a nostalgic touch. In your pocket, it hides a piece of American history. A single cent from 1975 might just be worth more than you'd ever imagine. No mint mark. Fine condition. Is this the penny that's going to change your life? Fire, this is not just a coin. It's a survivor of history, a symbol of America's economic evolution, and a potential treasure in the eyes of collectors. Pushpin, in this 90-minute journey, we reveal the incredible secret behind the 1975 no-mint mark penny from the United States of America, explore its historical background, dive deep into market values, spot rare errors, and uncover what makes this coin one of the most talked-about cents in numismatic circles today. Historical background of the 1975 Lincoln cent. 1975, the height of post-Vietnam America. The economy is tense. Inflation is high. President Gerald Ford leads a fragile nation. Yet the U.S. Mint keeps producing the Lincoln cent, a design that dates back to 1909. The 1975 cent continues Victor D. Brenner's iconic Lincoln portrait, unaltered, unshaken. These coins were struck in Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D mint mark. But the one with no mint mark? That's our focus. That's the mystery. Brain, in 1975, over 5.4 billion of these coins were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, but not all survived in fine condition. Physical details and composition. Diameter, 19.05 millimeters. Weight, 3.11 grams. Composition, 95% copper, 5% zinc. Color tone, reddish-brown over time, especially in circulated coins. Obverse, Lincoln facing right. In God we trust, liberty, and 1975. Reverse, the Lincoln Memorial with 1 cent, United States of America, and E pluribus unum. This was one of the final years where pennies were made with nearly pure copper, a fact that directly impacts its melt value and collector appeal. Understanding coin grading. What is fine condition? Moderate wear. All major details visible. Some definition loss, but coin is clearly legible. Bar chart in fine, F12 condition, your 1975 penny has character. It's a coin that's traveled, aged, and endured. Let's compare. Fine condition versus very fine versus mint state, MS 60+. Prices vary dramatically based on the grade. Current market value in 2025. Fire, now let's talk money. Money with wings as of today's collector's market. Fine condition, no mint mark 5 cents to 25 cents. Extremely fine, XF 25 cents to $1. Uncirculated MS 60 to MS 65. $2 to $15 plus. MS 66 red, certified $30 to $85 plus. MS 67 RD, high-end auction $250 to $500 plus. Firecracker, one auction in recent years recorded a blazing sale. A 1975 no mint mark Lincoln penny graded MS 67 RD sold for over $1,000. Rare errors and varieties. Some error coins from 1975 can multiply their value. Magnifying glass still to left double die obverse DDO. Look for doubling in liberty and in God we trust. Collision value, up to $300 plus. Off-center strikes, part of the design missing. Collision value, $25 to $100 plus. BI errors, die break between B and E in liberty. Collision value, $15 to $50. Clip planchet errors, missing curve or edge. Collision value, $10 to $75. If your 1975 penny has one of these errors, you could be sitting on a minor fortune. Why collectors still love the 1975 penny. Classic design, historical relevance, copper content, affordable entry-level collectible, fun to search through rolls and jars. Magnet, it's the coin that gets people into collecting, and for many, it's the one that sparks a lifelong hobby. Speech balloon interviews with collectors, optional section if adding visual/audio. Investing in 1975 pennies. Briefcase, should you invest in them? Bulk copper value is rising again. Coin roll hunting can reveal uncirculated gems. Certified red MS coins are increasingly rare. Limited upside in low grade, but high upside in error/high grade varieties. Chart increasing, coins like these won't turn you into a millionaire, but the right one in the right condition at the right time, it could. Selling your coin, where and how? Local coin shops, eBay and online marketplaces. Heritage auctions, great collections. Facebook, numismatic groups. Certification, use PGS or NGC for valuable specimens. Memo, always research, always grade, and always photograph your coin properly before listing. Final thoughts. The 1975 Lincoln penny. No mint mark. Fine condition. A tiny artifact that echoes a nation's history. Glowing star. Whether worth 5 cents or $500, this coin deserves your attention. Thumbs up, like, subscribe, and comment your coin story below. You never know. The penny in your pocket might just be priceless. Bellhop bell. Hit the bell so you never miss another next. Today, the most thrilling and eye-opening numismatic journey you'll experience today. You're about to discover the hidden truth about a tiny treasure, the 1976 United States 1-cent coin, without a mint mark. At first glance, it might seem like any ordinary penny, but the story buried within its copper shell is astonishing. Today, we peel back the layers and reveal whether this 49-year-old Lincoln cent, in fine condition and with no mint mark, is secretly worth more than face value in the modern coin market. Buckle up, because what you're about to learn may just change the way you see every coin in your pocket. Historical background of the 1976 penny. In 1976, America celebrated its bicentennial, 200 years of independence. While quarters, half dollars, and dollar coins received special bicentennial designs, the humble penny maintained its classic Lincoln Memorial reverse, introduced in 1959. But don't let its unchanged design fool you. The 1976 penny holds historical and financial importance. Minted in Philadelphia with no mint mark, this coin symbolizes economic transition, inflation-era coin production, and post-Vietnam recovery. It's a coin born from a transformative chapter in U.S. history, quietly holding the essence of a revolutionary year. Physical details and metal composition. This 1976 Lincoln cent weighs 3.11 grams and is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. Why does this matter? Because in 1982, the U.S. Mint transitioned to cheaper zinc-based pennies due to rising copper prices. That makes this 1976 coin one of the final years using heavy copper alloy, and collectors value it for this reason. It has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters and features the iconic Abraham Lincoln portrait on the obverse, sculpted by Victor David Brenner, with a Lincoln Memorial reverse designed by Frank Gasparo. These specs are not just technicalities. They are clues to its collectability. The mystery of the missing mint mark. The absence of a mint mark on this coin isn't an error. It tells you where it came from. In 1976, pennies minted in Philadelphia didn't carry a mint mark. That's completely normal for the era. However, to the untrained eye, it might appear rare or unusual. But within that simplicity lies a truth. Coins with no mint mark from 1976 are not automatically rare, unless you know what details to look for, and that's what we're going to uncover next. Grading the coin, what does fine condition mean? In numismatics, the condition of a coin determines its value. Fine condition, abbreviated as F, means a coin is moderately worn. Lincoln's hair and cheek details are visible but not sharp. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial shows most major lines, but finer features are worn down. It's a circulated coin, but still collectible. We'll explore how this grade compares with others like very fine VF, extremely fine XF, and uncirculated MS, and why even a coin in fine condition could hold surprising value. Market value in 2025, dollar talk. Now let's talk money. As of July 2025, the 1976 no mint mark penny in fine condition is typically valued at 5 cents to 20 cents. But why is it worth more than face value? Simple copper content. The melt value of the copper alone is about 2 to 3 cents. Add historical demand, collector interest, and circulation rarity, and you've got a coin that could be worth 5x its face value. Higher grades can reach up to $1 or more, and error coins from this year can explode in value, which we'll dive into shortly. Rare errors of the 1976 penny. Here's where things get exciting. Some 1976 pennies have rare and dramatic errors that make collectors go wild. Examples include double die obverse DDO, slight doubling of letters like Liberty or the date, off-center strikes. Misaligned minting can raise a penny's value to over $20 to $50. Die cracks or cuds, bumps, or missing sections due to worn dies. Clip planchets, where a part of the coin is missing from the edge. If your 1976 no mint mark penny shows one of these features, it could be worth hundreds of dollars or more. Auction records and viral sales. Online marketplaces like eBay and Heritage Auctions have sold 1976 pennies for shocking prices. One uncirculated specimen with full red luster fetched over $800. A double die error penny from this year sold for $2,000. Why? Because rarity meets condition, and serious collectors are always looking to fill gaps in their Lincoln Series collections. Even circulated ones, if well preserved, often sell for 10x to 30x face value on auction platforms today. Tips for collectors and sellers. How can you make the most from your 1976 penny? Use a 10x magnifier to look for doubling or errors. Weigh your coin. Ensure it's the full copper 3.11G. If lighter, it may be counterfeit or damaged. Check recent sales on eBay to set realistic expectations. Don't clean your coin. Cleaning reduces value. Use PCGS or NGC if your coin looks exceptional. Grading can drastically raise your coin's resale price. Final thoughts and collector motivation. Before you toss another penny aside, take a closer look, because the 1976 no mint mark US 1 cent coin is more than just pocket change. It's a piece of American history, rich in copper, full of untapped potential, and sometimes hiding incredible errors. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, this small coin teaches a big lesson. Sometimes, the most ordinary things hide the most extraordinary stories. So keep looking, keep hunting. Your next lucky penny could be a true treasure. If you found value in this video, like, subscribe, and ring the bell icon. We bring you real stories of rare coins and their shocking values. Share this with your friends and comment below if you have a 1976 penny. Let's uncover treasures together. Next, ladies and gentlemen coin collectors and treasure hunters from around the world, welcome to a truly jaw-dropping video that might just change the way you see pocket change forever. In this deep dive, we unveil the secrets behind one of the most iconic coins ever struck by the U.S. Mint. The 1977 Lincoln 1 cent coin, without a mint mark, in fine condition. Could this copper-colored relic be hiding thousands of dollars in value? Let's find out. Historical background. The year was 1977, a time of change in the United States. While disco fever was sweeping the nation, the U.S. Mint was quietly producing millions of Lincoln cents. But not all were created equal. The Philadelphia Mint produced these coins without a mint mark, making them appear humble, ordinary. Yet today, these coins are far from forgotten. They're admired, collected, and in some cases, valued far above 1 cent. Yellow Circle Part 2. Design details, 10 to 1800 hours. Let's take a closer look at the coin itself. On the obverse, Abraham Lincoln Stoic portrait. The words, "In God we trust," boldly stretch above him. On the left, Liberty. To the right, the fateful year, 1977. The reverse, the Lincoln Memorial, with the inscription United States of America above and 1 cent below. Hidden within the memorial, a tiny image of Lincoln seated, a masterpiece of miniature design. But here's the shocker. Coins without a mint mark come exclusively from the Philadelphia Mint, and they're becoming stars in collectors' eyes. Mintage numbers and scarcity. Over 4.4 billion 1977 1-cent coins were struck in Philadelphia. That sounds like a lot, right? But here's the catch. Over the decades, billions have been lost, damaged, or melted. Today, surviving coins in fine condition, or better, are far less common than you might think. And when it comes to coin collecting, survival rate is everything. What is fine condition? When we say fine condition, what do we mean? In numismatics, fine F12 means moderate overall, but major details remain clear. Lincoln's hair may show softness, but all inscriptions are legible. It's not mint state, but it's certainly collectible, especially if error-free or with unique attributes. Value in today's market. So now to the burning question. What is a 1977 no-mint mark penny in fine condition worth today? On average, it sells between 10 cents to 30 cents USD. That's 10 to 30 times its face value. But wait, higher grades like AU or uncirculated versions can command $5, $10, or even more depending on demand, tone, and rarity. And certain error coins? They go for hundreds or even thousands. Rare errors to watch for. Error coins are the holy grail. Here's what to look for in your 1977 penny. Double die obverse, DDO. Double letters in Liberty or In God We Trust. Off-center strikes. Coin misaligned during minting. Clip planchets, a bite missing from the edge. BI errors, a die crack between B and E in Liberty. These can sell from $20 up to $1,500 or more depending on severity and visibility. How to spot valuable 1977 pennies. You need a good magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Look closely at the lettering. Any doubling? Odd spacing? Missing design? Flip the coin. Any warping or strange remissues? Even a subtle error can turn a 1-cent coin into a small fortune. You might be holding a $500 coin in your palm and not even know it. Grading services and authentication. To get top dollar, your coin should be graded. Companies like PCGS NGC and Annex offer certification. They'll examine your coin for authenticity, grade it, and encase it in a tamper-proof slab. Certified coins often fetch double or triple the raw value, and they're more trusted by serious collectors. Auction prices and record sales. Recent auction sales show the demand is real. A 1977 DDO penny graded MS65 RD sold for $2,232. Another with a strong off-center strike sold for over $500. Even ordinary fine condition pennies with light errors are selling for $25 to $50. This coin is far from junk. It's a golden opportunity. Tips for collectors and final thoughts. So, what should you do if you own a 1977 penny? Examine it under magnification. Research online listings and auction results. Compare your coin's condition. Consider grading if it's exceptional. Keep it safe in a holder or flip. Even if your penny isn't worth thousands, it's a tangible piece of American history. Outro and call to action. Who knew that a humble 1977 penny could carry such history, mystery, and even money? Next time you get change, look closely. 1 cent might be worth far more than you think. If you enjoyed this video, give a thumbs up, subscribe for more rare coin content, and comment below if you found a 1977 penny of your own. This is your channel name, unlocking the value in your pocket change, 1 coin at a time. Next. Today, the world of rare coins, shocking values, and American history hiding in your pocket change. Today, we uncover the truth behind a humble yet historic treasure, The 1984 United States 1-cent coin without a mint mark, in fine condition. Is this simple Lincoln penny quietly worth a fortune? Could your coin collection be hiding a gem worth real money? Stay with us for the next 90 minutes as we reveal everything. From its history, rare varieties, error types, grading insights, and, most importantly, its current market value in U.S. dollars. Let's begin our numismatic journey. Music fades out. Origins and design. Designer: Victor David Brenner, obverse. Frank Gasparo, reverse. First issued in 1909. 1984 version still features Lincoln side profile. No mint mark. Equals struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Weight: 2.5 grams. Zinc core with copper plating. Diameter: 19.05 millimeters. Composition: 97.5% zinc, 2.5% copper. The 1984 penny may seem ordinary, but it's a product of revolutionary change. In 1982, the U.S. Mint switched from pure copper to a cheaper copper-plated zinc planchet to save money. By 1984, the composition was fully zinc-based, but that change came with problems. Minting and mint marks. Philadelphia Mint did not use a mint mark in 1984. Over 8.15 billion 1984 no mint mark pennies were made. Still, not all 1984 cents are equal. Though over 8 billion were made, not all were flawless. A few are hiding minting errors, double dies, and fascinating varieties that make them worth far more than 1 cent. Major varieties and error coins. Highlight: 1984 double die obverse DDO. The holy grail of 1984 pennies. Look for strong doubling on Lincoln's ear, chin, and jawline. A clean, fine condition 1984 DDO can be worth hundreds of dollars. Even circulated DDO coins can bring $75 to $250. Other errors include off-center strikes, die cracks and cuds, broad strikes, BI errors, a die break between the B and E in Liberty. Collectors love errors. And the 1984 Lincoln cent has its fair share. The double die obverse is one of the most famous and profitable penny errors of the 1980s. Grading guide. What is fine condition? Fine condition definition. Light wear on high points, like Lincoln's cheek and jaw. All major details visible. No heavy scratches or corrosion. Visual examples. Use close-up shots. Compare mint state versus fine versus poor condition coins. Your coin's grade can multiply its value. A 1984 penny in fine condition is lightly worn, but still clearly detailed. That's what we focus on today. Current market value, July 2025. Average value for 1984 no mint mark penny in fine condition. Coin type value, fine value, XF value, uncirculated. Regular strike $0.05, $0.15, $0.25, $0.60, $1.00, $3.00 DDO variety, $75, $250, $300, $700, 1,000 plus. Though a regular 1984 penny in fine condition may only be worth a few cents, certain errors, especially the DDO, can fetch hundreds or even thousands in the right condition and market. So, always check your coin carefully. Auctions and sales. Recent auction prices. 1984 DDO sold for $720, graded MS64. Raw DDO in fine condition sold for $98. eBay listings regularly show high bids for verified errors. Online marketplaces like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and great collections are gold mines for coin values. Prices fluctuate based on condition, rarity, and demand. Tips for selling your 1984 penny. Check for errors using a magnifying glass or loupe. Use professional grading services, PCGS and GC, for high-value coins. Sell on trusted platforms, eBay, Etsy, auction houses. Join coin groups to learn more. Before you cash in, be smart. A quick coin check could turn a 1-cent find into a $500 payday. Fun facts and hidden trivia. Some 1984 cents are found in mint sets. Many were hoarded during the copper-zinc transition period. Zinc pennies are prone to corrosion. Store with care. The obverse design has barely changed since 1909. Who would have thought so much history, mystery, and value could be packed into a tiny copper-colored coin? Conclusion and final thoughts. To most people, a 1984 penny is pocket change. But to collectors, it could be a hidden treasure. Whether you're a beginner or an expert, these coins are an exciting reminder that the past is alive in our hands. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1984 1-cent coin, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing coin videos. Drop a comment if you have a 1984 penny, or better yet, a double die obverse, and let's chat about it. Until next time, keep collecting, stay curious, and never underestimate the power of 1 cent. Outro music, and end screen with channel branding. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with fellow collectors, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon bell so you never miss a rare coin update. Your next $1 million coin could be just one video away.